Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to show you how to, or at least how I use this little Panda Bear mold cutter for like making sandwiches and other things. I think you can use it for cookies too, but I got this online on Amazon. There was one that was like $18 or something, but then when I was perusing through, still on Prime, there was the same exact product by a different company that sold it for like $8 and some change, so dramatically cheaper. And I feel like, something like this shouldn't be that expensive anyways. All the directions here are in a different language, but for the most part you get pictures and you can kind of tell what to do. But even with the photos, a lot of people online, from reading reviews and just looking at the photos that they put down, it didn't come out that good. And they're just saying, there's a lot that said like, oh, it works great. Some that said it didn't work good. I tried it for my first day. I couldn't get them to come out that good. But then after a day of thinking about it, which, yep, I took a day to think about it, but I got it to come out good. So I'm going to show you how I do it. So let's get to it. So anyways, when you get this, it comes with the mold here, and then this little stamper, which will stamp the panda face on there. So what you'll need is just some bread, and then we're going to make a peanut butter and jelly here for my son, because it's about lunchtime. And before I forget too, I'll make sure to put a link in the description below of the product that I bought, so that way at least you know what I actually got. Anywho, so here we go. So we just got some regular white bread. I live in Michigan, so we have Meyer. I didn't get anything special. It's just standard white bread. And what I'll do here is I will use this bottom plate, and I'll put one slice of bread in there, and then I'll put the white piece on top, and I'll push down. And then I got a little imprint, if you can see, so I know where to put the filling and everything like that, because you don't want to do too much. You don't want it to go crazy everywhere. You want it to have a nice seal on the bread. So what I'll do too is I'll take a little bit of jelly, and I'll just put it within those bounds the best I can. If you go over a little bit, it doesn't really matter. But again, a little bit goes a long way in this case. So it actually comes out really good too. So when I was making them the first time, it didn't come out so good, but then I learned. So while I'm doing this, it's just a really cool thing too. I just figured, I read a lot of people that it helped them with their kids eating sandwiches, because my son takes forever to eat a sandwich. There we go, so that's enough with the jelly. And what I like to do is I like to put the jelly on the bottom, peanut butter on top where the imprint's gonna go, in case like the eyes poke through. There we go. This is kind of the boring part for you guys, but just a part of the process. And what's cool too is you can make a bunch of these, and you can end up just freezing them and then putting them in the fridge to thaw when it's about time to eat. So really cool. So you can make them in kind of like meal prepping for your kids or for yourself. You don't have to be a kid to enjoy this. It's just a really cool thing. Okay, next thing we'll do is we'll put another piece of bread here on top, line it up. Now, in the photos of the box with the instructions, it shows you that you make the imprint and then you put this piece down. What I found to be the most helpful is you take this piece, put the stamp face down, and you kind of set it in here, flip it around, hold it by the tab, and then push down on the mold, and then stamp it. But then what's cool is this way, hold the stamper down, remove the white molding piece, and then you can see here it's got a wider print, but it doesn't go deep enough for it to actually cut the bread. So when you start peeling it apart, it kind of gets crazy and really messy, and it doesn't look as good in the end. The way that I found to be the best is with this stamper in place, hold it down, and then start peeling away the bread. Now you can see some of it's just instantly kind of peeling apart. And yes, there's going to be some waste to it, so find a constructive use for it. It doesn't have to completely go to waste. I don't mind eating crust, so I usually just eat it. But as you can see, we still have some around it, but with this in place, holding it firmly in place, you just start peeling it off. Like so. It doesn't have to be perfect, but for the most part, you just get it really close to it. It makes it come out like a million times better. Cool, so as you can see with just my fingers, I did the best I could to get it off there. And then what's cool too is on the other side here, you can kind of lightly release this part where it's, see, isn't that cute? That's really cool, that's really fun, amazing. And then we just push through on the other side very gently. And if it's really stuck in place, you can just turn it completely around and just tap it. And then boom, you can see some of it kind of like saturating through, but that's not a big deal at all. But end result, you get this nice sandwich. And that's how I do it. So again, I'll put a link in the description below of the product that I bought from Amazon. But anyways, I hope you guys liked this video and you found it helpful. If you did, please consider hitting that like button and also consider subscribing, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.